Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your pal Flix here, and today we're going over the game being in first person only and what it means for Cyberpunk 2077 and customizability. As always, if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more daily, top quality content. Alright, so it's not really a secret anymore. The game's in first person only. There actually are a fair bit of people that are a bit outdated with their news, so I'll just start off by saying there's absolutely no third person cutscenes. Talk about third person cutscenes was back in like 2018 where it was like, OMG, OMG, this game only in first person, but they make third person games. What have they done? This is nonsense. And there was a little bit of confusion. So for anyone that just clocked out, skipped 2019, bad idea. 2020 is turning out worse than 2019. Anyways, you clocked out, skipped 2019, and came back now near the game's launch. Quick note, if you came back near the game's launch, you would have came back in April, then came back again in September, then came back in November. Oh my, feel bad. It feels bad, dude. Anyways, and you came back near the game's launch. Third person cutscenes are gone. The game's only in first person now. Now, you'll argue that we've seen a third person cutscene, the Tools of Destruction trailer. Guess what? That was an in-engine render empowered through the magic of editing. Just a little small segment explaining that before we go any further, because let's be real, not everyone's going to be following the game for years. Heck, there's some that have been following it since 2013. Props to them, not making fun of them. I just don't have the patience for that. My patience is 2 years max. You know what's actually crazy to think about? Some people have been hyped for the game and waiting for it since GTA 5 came out. Just wow, thinking where I was when GTA 5 first came out versus now, that's insanity to me. Anyways, the game will be fully first person. The player is always in control from the first person perspective, everything but cars and motorcycles, the vehicles category. Cars can be in first or third person, following a general game standard, I guess. Most games I've played that are first person only have allowed third person for cars, vehicles, or stuff you can ride on. Haven't gotten to ask a question by now, which is ouch. How could I skip the question of the day so long? So, what do you think of first person only perspective? Leave a comment below to answer a little question of the day. The main issue, well, one of the main issues coming out of first person only is that it makes customizability redundant, irrelevant, and boring time waste. What's the point in spending a long time making a character if you could rarely see them? Or what's the point of putting on cool looking armor, clothing, makes you look sick if you can't actually see it? Which I can personally relate to. When I played The Outer Worlds, which is a first person only game, absolutely no third person that I can recall, I was let down a lot because of the customizability. The inventory screen showed this cool looking, sick gunner character with like decked out armor, but it's first person only, so I never got to actually, I guess, experience it. But that's just a little about me and my dislike of the Outer Worlds customizability. Imagine having gold armor but not being able to see it. I cry. Some people have said I'm a little too negative in these vids, and I say they're fanboy. I mean, what? I strongly take their criticism to heart. The armor you wear still impacts your stats. You could still see your character in cars and motorcycles, and every once in a while, you get a mirror or a reflection. That is, if you aren't wearing a helmet or a mask. I did show in my video yesterday my love for taking cool screenshots in third person Fallout New Vegas. There'll be a card in the top right if you want to check that out. I made an entire video about modding, so let's not start that up again. I could talk for days about modding, but modding could add in third person. Just gonna say that. Okay, I'm not gonna go any further into modding. Full video was already done. Already was. Well, depending on how it's done or relatively to how well it's done, this will actually tie into people hoping for a third person post launch. Okay, which could happen, but they'd have to bug test it a lot because in small alleys and corridors, the camera might actually clip through the walls, which is a pretty major bug, I guess. I mean, you can do it in Fallout also. You can bug the camera down below, but Fallout's not really on the same scale, I guess, as Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is pretty much like the way I consider it, the first RPG triple A. I don't know. I don't know how you'd consider it. It's like it's on a league above every other RPG and marketing and what we've seen so far. It's really actually amazing. So there you go, people saying I'm hating on it. I just said it's amazing. You happy? Another issue that some people have is medical issues with first person only. I don't know if it's like called motion sickness or what the actual term for it is, which it's unfortunate, but a lot of people just also drag on the worst thing. It's not like clawing at it, I guess. It's not so much nowadays. It was more of a big controversial hot take, I don't know what you want to call it, back in 2018 when the game was actually first announced compared to now. The first person which perspective is more pushed towards using I guess immersing yourself in the game world, role playing yourself in a dystopian future, because realistically, how many times do we actually get to see ourselves in real life? Just think about that for a second. I don't count because I have 4 mirrors in my house. I'm not over exaggerating. 1, 2. There's 2 in front of me. Well, not in front. There's 2 to the left of me right now, and there's 2 behind me from where I'm sitting. I actually consider the entire house actually has mirrors everywhere, because we have like an open concept for everything, and then there's mirrors. So it's like everywhere you look, there's actually a mirror, except the basement. The basement is like the safe spot. Okay, everybody. But that's not the usual person. I don't think the usual person's gonna have 4 mirrors in their house, especially cleaning them. It's a pain, but we're getting off topic. I strongly dislike the lack of third person. Not that I would play it in third person. Like, I don't care about first person like shooting and actual gameplay. I just swing the camera every once in a while to see my character. It's really not something that's a huge deal, I guess. I mean, it's a huge deal for me because, like, I want to see my character, bro. I spent so much time making it, and so much time putting clothes on, armor on, just like get the perfect look. That you don't see it. I do just generally use a preset though and change the hair and yeet it out. Like I did praise Fallout for having such good facial sculpting, customizability. Never used it. I used the basic first character you start with. Changed a little bit his weight and his body type and then hair, and I was like, yep. Seems legit. We're done. Anyways, that's just my TED talk. Okay, I've been wanting to like say TED talk in a meme way. I haven't like realized it. What? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, today's question was already asked at the start, so clever little transition says you've already subscribed, obviously, unless you're trying to destroy my feeling. I mean, what? Since you clearly subscribed when we said so in the intro, right? Unless you want me to try pronouncing the Nomad clan again. I got this. Alder. I always say Alder. Aldecond. You guys made me do it. You guys made me do it. Now you have to subscribe again. I'm going to have to say it next video. I completely lost track of where I was. Peace, ladies and gentlemen. Stay amazing. You know, I'm always halfway through doing one of these vids, and I get a better idea. Like, legit, I should have done mask customization today. I've been wanting to make that for so long. I just keep forgetting. Oh my god. Legit would have been the worst thing possible if the game released in September for me, though. I'm just so busy lately. Labs, lectures, homework, assignments, quizzes, tests. Legit, every single week, I'm about to blow, dude. I'm literally about to blow. I thought online would be easier, but they just end up giving me more work. That's a little segment about how Flix is doing today, having a mental breakdown. Anyways, peace, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy my mental breakdown.